Hello everybody and welcome back to Hearts of Iron, where our ace was shot down. Okay. We've also got some unassigned divisions over here. Where is this located? Oh, this is Norwegian. Okay. We're going to move this into this army here. We need to keep a strong front over here. I say strong. We are pretty outnumbered over here. There's no doubt about that. We're trying to dig in and just get as much as we can for defensive bonuses. But the odds on this, I think, are a bit long. We're going to want to probably back out of here, right? Like, try to punch out over this way? Seems like the kind of thing we might want to do. These guys are going to walk in, so we're probably going to want to also reinforce this over here. We don't necessarily want all of our units to leave. This one can stay. Okay. So what do we got going on over here? This looks fine still. And these guys, they are working on pushing their way in over here. Let's go ahead and select these units. And we're going to give them an offensive line that is slightly different from the one that they have here. Their offensive line is going to become, in offensive line mode, that usually helps, it's going to become this. We're just trying to clean this up. These guys are all walking down to here. They will get a frontline order here and a push order to here as soon as they make their way through there. That'll be fine. We've got these units over here. They're going to need some reinforcement eventually. And they'll get it. These guys are going to redirect after they clear this up. That will be fine. These units over here, they don't really have enough to hold this. So we should probably move some units there. Once Yemen finishes falling, then that'll be, I think, ideal. We'll just do something like this, tell them to execute that, and in theory, that should go fine. These guys are cut off from supplies, so that should be fine as well. We have a research slot available, but we don't have any research to do. We do have free military factories. Looks like we could really use some anti-tanks. So we're going to toss those into anti-tank production. Still have free military factories? Okay, there we go. Yeah, we had a lot of free military factories there. Now, that's going to use up steel and tungsten. We don't have a shortage of tungsten. Steel, we're doing better on, actually. We're improving on our steel. In fact, we could take a look at our trade here. And for steel, it's grim. It's very grim indeed. Slim pickings. We've already conquered most of the places that have steel. Now, one thing that we could do is prioritize building infrastructure in locations that produce things that we need. And that is probably something that we should think about doing. Specifically, aluminum over here. We do need some aluminum still, right? Yes. Yes, we do. So aluminum over here. Let's see, there's some steel production in Luxembourg. We don't need rubber. Steel production in Holland. Aluminum. Steel, steel, steel. Aluminum, aluminum. Steel. Ooh, that's a good one. Fantastic. Anywhere else? Almost certainly. But for now, yeah, there's some steel over here. I'm probably missing some. We don't really need chromium. So that's okay. We can come down over this way. Again, we don't need tungsten or chromium at anywhere near the rates that we need, like, say, steel. So we're just going to check for additional steel in these regions. We don't really need oil right now. Not a lot of resources down over this way. Okay. Korea? Yep, no, okay. Sounds good. So it looks like that's basically what we need to queue up if we want to prioritize increasing our steel. That is going to be great. Now, we do definitely want these in the priority list as well. Okay, sounds good. Let's check in on our anti-airs here. We could use a little bit over here. We have taken some territory. There's no doubt about that. More anti-air over here. And that looks like, I think that's all of it. Okay, now we do definitely want to make sure that all of this infrastructure is prioritized. There we go. And that will be for constructing steel purposes. Now, this over here is actually within our vassal state. So we're not going to prioritize that. We're not going to get the direct benefit. Okay. We may lose these 2 units. If we do, that's unfortunate, but not the end of the world. What we really need to do is just hold these guys while we wrap around. You can see we're winning in defensive engagements over there as well, so that's good to see. These guys, we should probably have this unit's line extended over here. But we can't do that. Okay. Maybe once we take this, it'll automatically extend. It did not. Well, we would need to do something like that. Okay, and then these guys that are assigned to this, I actually want to move them over here. And we'll get rid of this order. These guys will be responsible for pushing down over this way. Okay, so we're continuing to push in over here. This is looking fine. Have we managed to make it over here? Yes, we have. Okay, so all of these units that do not have orders, this one does have orders, so it can actually stay put. But all of these that do not have orders, we're going to tell them front line right here. Their goal is to offensive line down over here. What's that fill-in look like? Awkward is what that fill-in looks like. We're actually not going to do that order, but rather we're going to go to Sevastopol as well. This is a spearhead order. I want an offensive line order. There we go. More like that. So they can execute that as they arrive. And this guy is just kind of charging off up to the north. He is taking attrition. Will he automatically die to attrition? He might. He has no supplies. Okay. Awkward, to be sure. And we're just waiting for our reinforcements to arrive over here before this offensive begins. We definitely want to eliminate these guys, and we've made huge gains over here. Absolutely enormous. Now, I would like for our guys assigned to this order to honestly just kind of go. But I don't think this is going to be actually helpful. Yeah, I'm guessing that's not going to be, in reality, helpful. We're going to continue pushing down this way in Africa, and that's not really a problem. Look at this encirclement. Isn't that fascinating? I mean, I don't think we're actually going to be able to grab this, to be clear. Don't retreat. You can stop that. I wanted this guy to move in over here. There we go. Now, we just don't have enough troops to man this entire line. That was always going to be a thing with this particular order. Ooh. That outcome is undecided now. That's fascinating. Dangerous naval invasion in Sumatra again. Yeah, this isn't dangerous. I don't know why the game thinks that's dangerous. It very much isn't. It really, really is not. So this guy's draining his organization like mad. And we got ourselves a nice manpower boost there. Looks like we've got this guy surrounded now, and he's going to get stack wiped. That's great. There's a couple of little areas over here. We're grabbing that one. I'd love to stack wipe this unit. That's Republic of Mengjiang. We'll get that out of there. This is quite a corridor that this unit has created for itself. Okay. That's a little spicier than I'd like to see necessarily, but okay. Looks like we did manage to stack wipe that tank. That's huge. Very happy about this. How are things going on this front? Looks like a status quo to me. This is exactly what I want to see. Is just a stall out over here. While we push in this way. These guys are not currently advancing. Let's just do that. If we do that, Macedonia should capitulate. And we'll move this unit up here to compensate. Actually, we'll go like this. There we go. Okay. Something along the lines of that. This is ongoing. And will continue for a while. They do have supplies here, so it's just a matter of time, ultimately. There's Macedonia capitulating, as expected. So that gives us this territory. Now, the problem here is these American infantry units. I don't want to reassign this. I want to select these units. I want to delete these division, or this order here. For now, we're just going to leave this as is. Until we get this cleaned up and we can get reinforcements over here. Okay. Dobrich is going to fall, looks like. That's great. They do have a naval base here, a level 8 naval base, and they have another one over here, a level 1 naval base. We do have free military factories. I would like to toss these in probably to some advanced anti-tank. We have a shortage of those. And we could definitely use some anti-tank capacity. We know that for a fact. Dobrich is going to fall, and we're very, very pleased to see this. This over here is slightly spicy, for sure, but we have reinforcements coming in over this way. Always good to see. As far as our African campaign goes, we've stalled out a little bit, but troops are arriving over here, and we do expect to take Nairobi quite soon. The Yemen campaign is definitely stalled out. But at the same time, I really expect that we can win this. If it would stop stopping the attack, I guess. We'll just keep going for now. We're whittling these guys down. Slowly. Very, very slowly. We've almost pushed up to our goal up here, which is slightly surprising. And then once these guys push in over here, they can actually join this force. That would be fine. Although, technically they're part of this front. And probably shouldn't join that force directly. These units here should definitely be reassigned over to here at this point. And this should be deleted. These guys can handle this, in theory. This is only 6 divisions. That is definitely a bit of a concern. Yeah, that is a concern. I think this is premature to send these guys over there. Just frontline this entire region here. And offensive line with these guys. I want to get this taken care of. Assign? There you go. Okay, let's get that taken care of. Get that out of there. I don't want to have to deal with that front. This over here is pushing. The Russians have broken our ciphers, which reminds me, it's been a while. Have we broken the US's? No, we haven't. Okay. Ooh, what's this? Nice little pocket. Go ahead and attack. We're going to want additional units attacking here. Everybody who's assigned to this order is way down there. I don't like that. Everybody who's up here, get in here. You attack. I told you to attack. There you go. Excellent. So we've got units on their way in. This is awkward. We knew that this was likely going to be awkward. This guy's still pushing forward. Okay. Entertaining stuff. And we're starting to get some gains over here. Ooh. Everybody get in here. If this naval base falls, their supplies will be severely, severely weakened. Romania just capitulated. That's great. Okay, so everybody that is assigned to either of these orders, just get in here. These guys should be stack wiped now. Okay, Finland is not ready yet. I can tell you that for a fact. We're going to continue to have more and more troops coming up here. This is slightly awkward with the Romanian capitulation, if I'm honest. These guys are retreating to here, presumably. Okay, this is a couple of unassigned divisions over here again. Awkward, but that's fine. We have more free military factories. Let's go ahead and toss those into more infantry equipment. Sure. Okay, so with Romania gone, Legionary Transylvania is part of ours. We have no troops up here right now. We're looking to stack wipe these guys. I'd like to hold this unit. We want to clear this up. We only have 3 divisions assigned to this right now. That definitely needs to clear up. I'm also thinking that Army 12, for right now, should probably be pulled out of this army group. Army Group 1 should lose this order. And Army 12... Army Group 1 needs to lose some additional orders over here. So we're just kind of reorganizing this, right? This will need to happen. We'll get rid of all that. Army 12, for right now, is going to be primarily responsible not for that. That was the entire border. I want it to be responsible only for this section of the border. Okay. These guys have this under control, I think. These 14 divisions. So they're going to keep doing that. Then, I want these 2 to attack here. I want this guy to come in over here. This will need to get taken care of. We'll have these units, for the time being, frontline here. Their goal is to just eliminate all of that. Okay. This unit is retreating this way. These guys, they're all going to come up here. Okay. In theory, that should deal with it. Will it deal with it in fact? Well, that's a question, isn't it? All of these guys, with the exception of this, stack wipe these. Get them out of there. Excellent. Okay, so how are things going to end up going over here is kind of rough. We need this eliminated. This is actually going well. They're stack wiping. They're down to 3. That's great. How are things going over here? They're trying to break out, but we're orienting for it. Okay. So this unit is on its way to attack here. I want you to help attacking here. There we go. That should stack wipe, I believe. Okay. There he goes. Fantastic. So that's gone. These guys have no access to supplies. So we're fine with that for now. These guys have no access to supplies either. They're getting kind of wrecked right now. These are going to get assigned down over here once they're done. This is slightly awkward over here for sure. Okay, we're going to have to handle that in a bit. But for now, I'm reasonably okay with this. The real question is, can we stack wipe this unit? That is the real question. We have more over here. Okay, so that'll get assigned in here as expected. This is going reasonably well, except for the small fact that this guy is really overextended. But he is winning that fight. Whatever. I guess that's fine. These guys have forgotten about the front line over here. And I'm going to assign these two to it. Okay. There we go. So the real question then becomes, can we stack wipe all of these mostly Chinese troops over here? There's some Iranian, Czechoslovakian, but mostly Chinese. Let's go ahead and let them exhaust themselves for right now, I think. Yeah, this is now stack wiped, so these guys should all be headed over this direction. Which is good. That is something that needs to happen. This is still pretty stalled out. I love it. They could be taking much more over there than they are. We're allowing these guys to exhaust their supplies. I'm going to issue this attack order for right now. As well as this one. And this one, and this one, and this one. Actually, yeah, this is fine. We're also going to attack here. This guy, he's going to come in like that. We're looking to stack wipe a number of these while they're split up, is the idea here. We might be able to get some of them, which would be great. I want to get this cleaned up desperately so that we can get these troops on this front. We do actually need to change this order, though, this frontline order a bit. That can come back to here. Okay. Sounds good. Yeah, we're running out of our supplies here. That's fine. They're also running out of supplies very, very quickly. This is what we want, is them to run out of supplies. Let's go ahead and see if we can hold this tank off from reinforcing anything. You're on your way back over here. Let's just go ahead and attack over here. Wonderful. I'd really love to see these guys all get cleaned up. You should attack here. There you go. Now we're definitely struggling a bit, but they have a distinct lack of supplies. You can help out. If we stack wipe that tank unit, that's a huge, huge deal. And it looks like that's happening. Well, it's retreating anyway. They have basically no supplies remaining. Okay. These guys are attacking over here, and let's see if we can stop them. By doing something like this. Like I said, they're basically out of supplies at this time. And they have no way to get any additional. Get in there. You guys, come on down over here for now. I want to get this cleaned up. Sevastopol is falling. That's great. In fact, it's gone. These guys are assigned over to here now. So let's go ahead and offensive line them. Not there, but rather like that. they can go ahead and do that. We do have some unassigned divisions over here again. Okay, that's exciting. And we have some free military factories. We're not, I suppose, shocked about that. What else do we need, really? I mean, we still need more anti-tank. We can toss that in up over there. Fantastic. Okay, let's see about getting these guys finally stack wiped. They have so few supplies left. Why don't you come on in? Okay, so they're all retreating. Except for perhaps these guys, but I'm not sure what's going on there. Dangerous naval invasion in Sumatra. Yeah, I don't believe it. There's some overruns. And just like that, these troops are cleaned up. Phenomenal. Okay, so our progress over here is tremendous, in all honesty. It's mostly because they're just chilling over here with huge numbers of troops and just letting us do this. I don't know why, but this is the choice that they made. I'm going to tell this guy to come over here. There's no available land route? What? I feel like there's a crossing right here. Isn't there? Okay. I guess there isn't. I'm going to send, like, 2 units to frontline over here. That was not what I wanted to do. That's air mode. Hello, pause menu. We're going to send these 2 units to frontline over here. No, I did it again. Wow. We're going to send these 2 units to frontline over here, and this time I'm not going to go into air mode, and that will be fine. Their primary goal will be to offensive line, like, over here. Something like that. And they're not actually assigned to this. There they go. So their goal is to do the fall of Greece. That'll be perfect. And with that, it is time to put a cut in here. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. And next episode, we will continue pushing in over here and cutting off their supply flows. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings. And I will see you all next time.